Hi, old guy here. Now, there's a lot of videos out there that show how to change your fluorescent tube fixtures, which I obviously have, into LEDs. I'm not going to discuss how to wire it up. There's probably 1,000 videos out there that show you how to wire it up. My lamps are 8-footers. Now, for a while, it was hard finding 8-foot tubes in LED. The biggest problem I had is my current fluorescent lights are 100 watts, not your usual 8-foot lamp, and it puts out 8,800 lumens. Well, when I started looking a couple of years ago at LEDs, when I had to replace a few of my bulbs, I wasn't getting lumens anywhere near that. They were always less than 8,800 lumens. Lumens is the amount of light that a bulb puts out. And you need to be careful because if I've got 8,800, that means I've got 17,600 lumens in each one of these twin lamps. And I was finding that the LEDs, which were usually like one row of LEDs, was less than that. So why do I want to change bulbs when, one, they cost more than the fluorescent ones? I realize the fluorescent ones flicker, but the LEDs were putting out less light. They were putting out like 5,000 or 6,000. Granted that LEDs are supposed to be brighter, but I don't want to have less lumens. So now, recently, I've found 8-foot bulbs that are dual row LED. And in addition to that, just being 2 rows, they're somewhere around 15,000 lumens. I feel that everybody probably ups the amount of lumens, or that's the max if everything's perfect. But still, it's a lot more than 8,800. So I thought I'd give them a try. Now, my bulbs are T12s, which are the largest around you can find. And I couldn't find T12s, but I did find T8s, which are a little bit smaller in diameter. The other thing that kind of sold me on these lights is I've had some problem with directional LED tubes. I've used them in a couple of 3-footers, such as my underhood light. But the underhood light, I can twist it in the holder, and so I can guide it anywhere I want to. On the LED bulbs, you want to look for also that you can twist the ends to not all the way 360, but you can adjust the ends to where the light output is. This allows you to put directional, especially when you have a 2-roll. I have 4 rows, okay, of LED, whatever those things are called, but they're slanted at 270 degrees. So this allows me more light in various areas, not just straight down. So having the adjustable ends is a pretty good thing. We're going to change out, I have 2 over by my bench, 2 8-foot tubes. And we're going to change out one of them, and we're going to compare the light. Okay, first off, before I change out the light, we're going to do a little close-up here. As you can tell by this light, there's 2 angles here on the light, and they're 270 degrees apart. This allows you to have more light over a broader area versus if these LEDs were just flat plain and on one side. The other thing I like about this one is it has an adjustable end. Okay, so if you want to change the area that your light goes to, you're able to adjust how the light is. Okay, I like this idea because you can put your light where you want it. You don't have to have it just in the direction that the bulb has it. So we're going to put this in, and then we'll compare it to my fluorescent tubes. So I've hung the light, and I'm trying to be back far enough in the garage where, the light itself doesn't hit the camera. Is it brighter? I'd say yes. Is it twice as bright? No, it's not. I can just basically, if you want to look at it, you go by the light on the cabinets. So the one on the right is brighter. The one on the left is not quite as bright. So what do I get from all this? Well, considering the price point isn't that much different, it would have cost me $172 for more fluorescent tubes. When it's cold in my garage, they don't work as well, and they may last maybe 2 years. The price point on the LEDs is $208 for 10. Actually, it was about $130. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. It was about $130 for 10 lights to replace all my fluorescents in the garage. So, it takes about the same amount of wattage. They're both 110 watt bulbs. I'll take the brightness. I'll take that, I had 2 or 3 fluorescent tubes that were getting dark at the end, and I'm going to replace them. We'll see what the light's like when I get all of it done, but, that's for me. There's other videos out there that show all of the lights that people put in their garages. Anyhow, these are my thoughts. This is what I did, and you don't have to.